There seems to be fees everywhere we look now, from subscription fees to late fees, transaction fees, even inactivity fees. But what about your retirement? Do you know how much of your savings are going to pay fees? So joining us to discuss this is Gary Mattson and Taylor Steward, part of the family at Mattson Financial Services, a firm that's been helping people retire successfully in Michigan for decades. You can also catch them on their popular radio show, Money Mentors. And so, Gary, Taylor, fees are everywhere, and they don't just go away in retirement, do they?
No, they don't. And that's one of the things that we do when we sit down through that planning process is a full fee analysis. Look, this is what we're paying what you're paying your advisor. What about all the little fees underneath the hood here that we don't know about? And we're going to go through and do, a full analysis to make sure this is exactly where we're at in fees, and how can we help cut back on some of those fees, because they eat into your growth, they eat into your principal, and at the end of the day, that just means that they're eating into your income.
Oh, that's so true. Those hotel fees.
Yes.
Don't like those either. But that's another conversation. Yeah. Resort fees, all of it. What should someone do or be looking out for if you are in or near retirement when it comes to fees?
I'll go ahead. I was going to say, it's really about, and it's kind of shocking to me that this takes place. In our world, we disclose the fees and everything we do, black and white with a plan. We tell them exactly what they're going to know. We're going to tell them up front. We're going to put it in the plan. As we write out the plan, we put that in there. And it's funny to me that so many people out there call themselves advisors, but they don't give advice on taxes. They don't give investment advice, but in the meeting they do, but they say they can't do that, and there's disclaimers. So everything we do is black and white. We're going to stand up behind our program. We put our faith of who we are behind that with 35 years of experience or more. And we want the plan to be really good for the client, and that means that we control fees. If we can save 2 or 3 points in fees, 1 or 2%, do the same with taxes, do the same with maybe a better return, those things really change what a portfolio and a return can look like throughout retirement.
Okay, so let's talk about investment fees, specifically maybe what they are and how do we deal with them?
Yeah, so in investments like ETFs, exchange-traded funds, or mutual funds, they're going to have that internal expense fee. They may also have 12B1 fees. They may have reporting fees. So understanding what type of investment you have and what those fees are very important. But then there's investments like stocks that don't have an expense ratio. And fees aren't the end of the world, but we need to make sure that we're not overpaying in those fees and we're getting what we're looking for. A lot of times, too, I'll hear clients say, well, I'm paying my guy X amount of percent in fees to manage the portfolio, but then I talk to him about tax planning. He says, oh, I can't help you, or it's going to cost you a planning fee, right? It's more of that a la carte style of planning, whereas we feel that, yeah, we're managing the funds, we're managing the overall plan for retirement, and it should be holistic, and that fee should be all-inclusive. Everything that we do is involved in or included in our overall fee.
And there's some people out there that says that they have a trading fee. They have a very flat fee, but they have to pay for trades. Or the one that I really love to hear about is, of course, when they say to them, oh, we don't have any trading fees, but they have what they call a markup fee. In other words, they buy a bunch of one stock and they sell it to individuals' portfolios, and they make a markup on that. So these, as fiduciary advisors who we are, we're going to disclose all the fees, total of what that package looks like. Doesn't matter who's involved in it. If that's a part of your portfolio and there's a fee there, we're going to discuss it, we're going to disclose it. And the nice thing we like talking about with our clients is that here's what your fee is, and here's the average we have for our clients. And most clients are like shocked when they see that it's about 50 to maybe even more % less than they're doing right now.
So what kind of effect can lowering these fees have for a person?
It could be tens of thousands of dollars, or even depending on the size of the portfolio throughout retirement. I mean, let's just use $1 million and you're paying 1% in excess fees. That's $10,000 a year. You compound that out all the way through retirement. We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
$200,000-$300,000 easily.
That's a great savings. Okay, what about fees or expenses for financial expertise like what you provide?
Yeah, again, we're a flat fee firm, meaning that we don't negotiate. It is what it is. But we find that the reason we do that is because of all the services we bring to the client, and the client looks at that and they go, well, my advisor doesn't help us on Social Security, doesn't help us on taxes, doesn't help us on wealth planning for health care costs and all those type of things. The reason that we include those into our plan and we don't charge anything extra for it is because it affects your money. If it affects your money, it's going to affect us, our partnership, and we want to be clear what that is. But more importantly, we want that fee to be the least amount possible to get you through retirement, because we're going to be partners in this. If you want to, a marriage, like 25, 30 years, that's what we're after. And then when you're done with your assets, we want to help those that you're going to pass them on to and make them our clients for the next 20, 25 years as well.
Yeah, part of the Mattson family.
That's
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
You have an offer for our viewers. Tell us more about it.
Yeah, so if you're retired or nearing retirement and save $250,000 or more for retirement, give our office a call. We're going to sit down and do the full-blown plan from, income reporting to Social Security maximization. What about healthcare? Fee analysis, of course. And we're going to go through everything, and then again, you're going to know you've got that information. It's all in black and white. There's nothing hidden out there, working with one of our fiduciary advisors.
Yeah. Well, so for you at home, take advantage of that special offer from Mattson Financial. If you're retiring or already retired, Gary, Taylor, and the rest of the team will sit down with you and customize a retirement plan just for you. This is a comprehensive, enhanced plan that includes a look at your investments, your income sources, taxes, and so much more to help you get to and through the retirement you deserve. Reserve one of the spots now. Call 800-536-8907. That's 800-536-8907. Thank you so much for stopping by, Taylor, Gary. It's always great to see you.
Thanks for having us.
Good to see you too.
And this segment is sponsored by Mattson Financial Services. We'll be right back.